Hi friends, it's Danielle with Take Care Mama, and today I'm going to be discussing the books that I plan to read in January. I have 6 books to talk about. I think my goal is going to be about 3 books a month, so this is a little ambitious. We'll see if I make it, but I have started 2 of them already, and then I have a short novella audiobook situation going on, so we'll get right into it. First one, I'm already about a third of the way done, and it is Anne of Green Gables. And I am having so much fun reading this. I haven't revisited this story since my childhood, and it is just so sweet and uplifting and nostalgic. All the things. I love Anne. I got this for my 8-year-old niece for Christmas, and I'm hoping she likes it as a read aloud. She just reminds me of Anne Shirley, and I adore this. And I'm excited to finish it. And then I'm going to watch the Netflix series that came out last year. I haven't watched it yet, and this is making me super excited, so it's motivating me to finish. The second one I've started as well, but I'm only like 15 pages in. I need to find out how to pronounce this.
Cerulean.
Cerulean. The House in the Cerulean Sea. People are crazy about this book. I've seen it all over BookTube. It has a rating of 4.52 stars on Goodreads and 33,000 ratings. I feel like that's really good. Like, people are losing their minds over this book. And I picked it up reluctantly. It's like fantasy, kind of YA, kind of adult. I'm kind of confused about what genre this is. But like I said, people love it. I'm going to link an Instagram account. Lori Loves Her Books, I think is what it's called. I really like her. I think she has a blog as well. And she reads a lot, and she mentioned that this is like her new all-time favorite book, and I was like, wow. So I had to pick it up, and though fantasy might not be my thing, but maybe it is, and I just didn't know it, I'm loving it so far. I'm only about 50 pages in, but the writing is fantastic. So I think the premise is they're in this world where there are children who are magical, and the government is trying to kind of control them, and a story unfolds. I've read it has queer elements in it. I think there's a man-to-man relationship, and I don't know, so far so good. Today I'm finishing my last book of 2020, and then I'm like really excited to get more into this sweet story. That's what everyone says. It's just like sweet and pure, and I've watched some booktubers and they're just streaming with tears. They love this book. Okay. The next one is Dark Matter. I have also seen people rave about this on BookTube. I thought it was newer, but it's not. It's about 4 years old, and I'm very excited. I don't know much about it, but I know it's a thriller, and it has to do with kind of like time, not necessarily time travel, I don't think, and I could be wrong, but more like, I think the main character wakes up one day or something happens, and he's in a different life. Like, it's still his life, but he's not married anymore. He doesn't have a family. Things have tweaked, and maybe he tries to get back to his old life. I don't know. I'm really obsessed with time travel themed thrillers, or like different dimensions. And I think this is that, and I'm really excited to read it. I have not started this one yet. Okay, the next one is Anxious People. I'm super excited about this one. I don't really know anything about this book, but I know it's been recommended to me, and reading a little bit about it, I just think I'm gonna like it. I think it's a lot of character development, and I'm an anxious person, so maybe I will like this book. I got this for Christmas and I'm so happy. I got it from the library a little bit ago, but I never got to it before I had to return it. So I'm super excited to own this and get into this hopefully in January. The next one is The Practice by Seth Godin. I'm going to be getting this as an ebook. I think I get it in a week from my library. This is nonfiction. He's written a ton of books like on marketing and sales and writing, I think. And I've never read one of his books before, but I've heard him on a lot of interviews and podcasts. I wanted to read this after I heard his interview on Marie Forleo's podcast. So it's called The Practice, and it's all about living a creative life. And I think about, having a practice. He's really big on morning pages, which he didn't invent, but I think he talks about it in here. And that's when you get up and you write. I think it's 3 pages every morning in a journal, and you don't think about it. You just write. You never show it to anyone. You're not even really supposed to read it. You burn it afterwards if you want to. And it's just getting into the practice of setting that time up every morning. And I think an idea also is to kind of get all the garbage out, like just write, get all the crappy stuff out so that when you go to your real project of creation, your mind is ready. I'm really excited about this. It's a short book, I believe. And like I said, I loved the interview and I'm excited to see what it's all about. The last one, if I have time, I think I will. I'm going to get it as an audiobook, is Elevation by Stephen King. I read Stephen King for the very first time last month and was obsessed. I'm so excited to read some of his crazy popular books. This one is a short novella. I'm going to get it as an audiobook. I don't know much about it. I kind of just picked it because I wanted another Stephen King this month, and my library had this as an audiobook, so I'm really excited to see what it's about. Let me know if you have read it. Those are the 6 books I hope to read in January. We will see how I do, but I'm pretty optimistic. Let me know if you have read any of these books. Leave a comment below. Let me know if you like this content. I'm so into books right now, so I'm kind of testing out the waters of more booktube content. So let me know that as well. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Happy New Year and take care. Bye, guys.